Road to Success is brought to you by Equity Bank.
Equity Bank. You are listening, caring partner.
Thank you for watching Road to Success, the key to your next level in business. Every week, we have the pleasure of hosting men and women who are on the road to success. And this week, our guest is Solomon Otieno of Alaro Model Management. Karibu sana to our show.
Asante sana.
Solomon, when we first met you, you had Ghetto Models as an agency, but then you changed the name to Alaro. Why was that, and what does Alaro do?
All right. By then we were Ghetto Models Kenya, true, and then we rebranded to Alaro Model Management, which get in many models and give them works and everything.
What does Alaro mean?
Alaro means scramble for, yani, as in you go for it. You have to find out what is really happening and go for it.
And what is also interesting is Alaro is your name.
Yeah, Alaro is my name, my godfather's name. Yeah.
What inspired you to get into modeling?
I started modeling when I was in high school. My first show I did was Mr. High School. So I was the Mr. The school I was in, I was the first Mister, I was the first crown Mister. So I used to watch my trainer or my teacher when he's training the ladies. I have to watch on the steps on how catwalk like a lady. So I had to master everything on how to catwalk like a lady, which I can do with heels and stuff. The advantage was now I knew how to train all these. As you don't know you're a model, you want to be a model or something, you have all you get everything as in you got everything that shows you're a model, and you don't know how to catwalk, so you have to train all this. So from this is when I said let me start something known as Ghetto Models Kenya. Yeah, it's when I started Ghetto Models Kenya. So it drove me to that, starting my own modeling agency.
And the reason why you started this was?
Because I had the experience, and it's because I wanted to at least bring in people within the slums, ladies especially within the slums, and gents too, not only ladies, and gents too, who want to experience the modeling world. Because most of the modeling agency by then, if you go to a modeling agency, they'll tell you, you have to register with 5,000 shillings. But at the end of the day, if you pay out the 5,000 Kenya shillings or the 3,000 Kenya shillings, you don't get anything, you don't get any training. So we had a space for all this, because if you get into us, if you have the cash, if you have the cash, no worry. If it's affordable for you, you can pay it, no worry. If you can't have a registration fee, or you can't afford the fee, we were bringing in.
Okay, whether you had money or not, for you that was not what is important.
Yeah, whether you had money or not, because at the end of the day, we also have to check on our own expenses sometimes, because we had to do photo shoots for them. We have done several photo shoots. Even some we've done free photo shoot for them. Some had to pay for the photo shoot, and some had no money to pay for the shoot. So we were not saying that, no, you don't have that cash, no, we can't do photo shoot for you. Even if you check the page, Ghetto Models Kenya, which has changed to Alaro, we will see several things we've done for the models.
Well, how much does it cost to register, if somebody was to register?
Yeah.
How much does it cost?
As we don't have we didn't have a constant price.
At that point?
Okay, first it was free. Ghetto Models Kenya, it was free, and then now we had to meet some cost, you understand? And then since we say we have to do photo shoot for these models and stuff, then we placed it to a fee of 1,000 Kenya shillings, yeah? So then we said, these 1,000 Kenya shillings can't keep up with us, let's put it at 1,500.
Solomon, what makes your agency different from other agencies? Because there are very many agencies in this town, especially in Nairobi.
What makes us different is that as for now, if I tell you, we don't register model anymore at a fee. Right now, as I speak.
You're free. So anybody, even me, I can register.
Yeah. So
I don't need to register.
Yeah. At no fee, that means you've got your pictures, right? Send us your pictures, we'll market you as a model. As we market you as a model, if you get a job, we'll give that job to you. But at the end of the day, we'll cut 30% off. You understand? So that's how we are at the moment. Yeah, it's not like Ghetto Models Kenya, whereby we had to struggle for some things. You have to register and everything. If you got your pictures, professional pictures we've done somewhere, no problem. Just bring them to us. We'll market you as a model. Give us your name, your details, and everything. Now leave all the work for us. That's Alaro Model Management. So we'll manage you At the end of the day, when a customer sees the picture, hey, we want to work with these models, this model, these models, for them to ask. So that's where we see, yeah, you need this model, these models, how much are you paying for the models getting, so that we don't like keep on bringing in models, they pay
and they wait.
they wait.
Sometimes you don't get jobs.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't get jobs immediately. So that is the experience I got. You understand? You have to pass through experience before you ought to know what you have to do. Yeah, because you have to pass through it. Don't let anyone tell you this is how it's supposed to be. Just pass through it and then now make a decision out of that. So that is the decision we made out of Ghetto Models Kenya for Alaro model management to prosper. So you just bring in your pictures, we like make it you as a model, we take our commission.
You must let us know what kind of criteria you use to register your models, the ones who join your company. But we'll do this after this break. You're watching Road to Success, the key to your next level in business. More on Solomon's story after this break.
Did you know you can now send money from M-Pesa to an Equity Bank account? To send money from M-Pesa to your Equity Bank account, go to your SIM toolkit, select M-Pesa, select Lipa na M-Pesa, select Pay Bill, select Enter Business Number, enter Pay Bill number 247247, enter the Equity Bank account number, enter amount, enter your M-Pesa PIN and confirm the transaction. You will then receive an SMS notification that the transaction is complete.
Welcome back. You're watching Road to Success, the key to your next level in business. This week, our guest is Solomon Otieno of Alaro Model Management. Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Before the break, I asked you what is the criteria that you take if anybody wants to be a model with your agency?
We have plus size models, we have petite models, we have high fashion models. Yeah, so these are the categories we check on. So on the petite models, they can fit on the promo. For the plus size models, they can fit or not on the runway, but also they can fit on some designers' clothes, designers who are interested in the plus size models, yeah, and some promo models, yeah. For the high fashion models, they fit on both of them. You understand? Because petite models can never fit on high fashion unless you're doing high fashion for fashion for the petite models.
When you talk about high fashion, what do you mean?
High fashion is okay, these are high-end runway or something, yeah, whereby they need a certain height of a model, like the slim models or something, yeah, certain height, yeah, it's a specific height at around 5'10" or something, yeah. You have to be tall for you to like be on the runway, yeah. So this is what I'm speaking about high fashion.
Who do you target when you're marketing Alaro?
The people that we target especially are the companies that deals with these promo things, yeah, advert companies. These are the people that we target so far. We target fashion designers. You understand? Also, we like when we market Alaro, we target these people who have space whereby you can have your fashion shows. You understand? Let's say I'm targeting Sarit Center. I want to do my fashion show at Sarit Center. So these are the people. Also, when we like posting all these our pictures, we have to like tag them. You understand? For them to see.
Are there any challenges in running a modeling agency? I mean, you're working with these very beautiful people. Are there any challenges?
You meet people who are like they just want to like play around your mind as a model agent. Let's say when you get clients, there's some like clients, people who pretend to be clients. You understand? Yeah. So whereby they'll just play around with you. They say we meet this. We have to meet at this place. We needed these 3 models and stuff. At the end of the day, you find out it's not genuine.
So do you do any due diligence before you send out your models?
Yeah, we always do that. We always keen on that.
And do you feel that you fit into that world of modeling?
We feel we really fit in it, and we're gonna see ourselves to the top, believe me.
How many people do you work with?
For now, we have people that we work with that help us like control Alaro model management, because you can't work alone at the end of the day as a management.
What about corporate social responsibility? Do you get involved with that?
As Alaro, there's something we come up with known as Support a Slum Child Network. It's part of the project, yeah. Support a Slum Child Network is all about giving back to the community. Yeah, so what we do is that the models, we come in as the models, we like contribute and then give out to the community. Like say you have some clothes you want to give out, you have some food you want to give out, especially food.
Now this just the models who do this? Yeah,
the models who do this. At the end of the day also we include companies who want like to join us. So it doesn't mean that now since we're Alaro we can't go back to ghetto or something. We have to go back to where we are from, or where we started from, just to give back to the community. That is our aim. That's why we started up Support a Slum Child Network. So giving back to the community, we have to get back to the community.
How much does it take in terms of capital to start a modeling agency such as yours?
It doesn't cost much. Like 1,500 can make you register a name, just register a name and open a bank account. That one is enough for you to start your business. Not even less than, not more than 5,000. If you want to start your own business, yeah, just start from somewhere, just the little that you can afford.
What does it take as a person, you, Solomon? What does it take as you to run a company? You
have to get the models, working space. If you can get a working space that is, you don't have a working space, not a must, but as long as you're genuine and you can work online, that has no problem because so many people work online, right? All right. You have to like check on the trainings of the models if you can get it. For me, I had all the skills, so I didn't have to like I have anyone who can train the models.
So it's important to be trained to run a modeling agency. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's not important to be trained for you to run a modeling agency. You can get people who are like into the modeling side of life, yeah, who can like train or coach. You understand? You don't have to be experienced, yeah. For me, as you check on my story, I started from modeling, so I had that experience. So it's not a must like you have to pass through beauty pageant, you have to pass through all this modeling stuff for you to start a modeling agency. No, as long as you can get people who are into the modeling industry or something, you can start your own modeling agency.
The vision for Alaro?
Our vision is we're like seeing ourselves to the top in a way that we're seeing ourselves not only on the modeling part of it. It's to have a modeling academy, as in modeling academy, whereby you can train models, upcoming models, whereby you can train not only modeling etiquette, grooming, everything, yeah. Whereby you can get maybe several people who can come, maybe mentor the models. You're having a mentor house or something, yeah, that controls every package in it, not only modeling, yeah. So that is what we like. That is our focus, yeah, because we have to have a focus, which is the vision.
Thank you so much, Solomon, for your inspiring story. That it doesn't matter where you come from and what you're doing, not forgetting where you've come from and changing lives. I think that is commendable. Thank you for your inspiring story.
Okay.
Some people dream of success, but some don't wake up to do anything about it. You're watching Road to Success, the key to your next level in business. Do not go away.
The Swiss Foundation for Technical Cooperation, Swiss Contact, has marked 10 years of operations in Kenya. In the period, Swiss Contact partnered with Equity Bank to provide financial services targeted at women entrepreneurs in Kenya, Tanzania, and Rwanda.
From the Equity side, Tanzania subsidiary, our brand has been received very positively in the market. These women under Fanikisha Plus, they are our ambassadors. So they preach the gospel to the other women.
Delivering the keynote address at the ceremony to mark the anniversary, Equity Bank CEO Dr. James Mwangi said collaboration with Swiss Contact enabled Equity to establish a strong corporate governance system.
A train is as good as its engine. Our engine will be corporate governance. Today I stand before you with a lot of pride because a year later, when we started collaborating, Swiss Contact tells us, if you really believe in corporate governance, hold yourself to the highest ethos of governance, and that is dealing with conflict of interest. In the year 2002, Equity outrode inside the reading. Directors of Equity cannot borrow from Equity Bank.
Dr. Mwangi said the partnership with Swiss Contact determined Equity's change management that advised the establishment of the bank's core values, including professionalism, integrity, and effective corporate governance.
If you can see the core values of Equity Bank are not of a bank, they are of a movement. And eventually what came, every customer stopped saying he's a customer. They started saying, I'm a member. And they never said they opened an account. They said, I joined. Those who are members, they know. That's how the movement was built on philosophies and values. But there is one thing that I will never forget. We said, how do we institutionalize this? We said we will institutionalize it with two things. Externally, respect and honor for our clients. Treating clients with honor, respect, and dignity. And internally, having a strong corporate governance system.
The CEO elaborated how the partnership with the Swiss Foundation for Technical Cooperation helped Equity to increase banking knowledge and build skills and capacities for the institution.
He told us, you don't give people, you ask people what they want, and you develop what people want. And essentially, the term was coined, a market-led organization.
The Swiss ambassador, Ralph Heckner, emphasized the significance of corporate governance in the banking sector.
And the central bank will have to walk a very fine line when it comes to ensuring corporate governance, and that is very important when it comes to banking because it is all about trust.
Beneficiaries of Swiss Contact and Equity Bank shared their experiences, confirming that access to financial services to underserved and unbanked members of the community in the region has transformed lives and livelihoods.
We have signed the Memorandum of Understanding with Equity Bank, giving women loans for cars, three-wheelers, and two-wheelers, bajajis and pikipiki.
Welcome back. You're watching Road to Success, the key to your next level in business. This week, our expert is Godfrey Gishuki of Enterprise Development Associates. Karibu sana.
Thank you, Catherine, for having me back.
You're here to discuss about names, naming our businesses. Why is a business name very important for the success of a business?
There are two factors. One, as you craft the name, you need to think from the consumer point of view. Very important, right? So it has to be a name that consumers can easily identify, associate your products and services with, and it's easy, it's straightforward, okay? Number two, you need to consider the level of investment that needs to go into promoting your brand name. the mistake most small business people make is to assume that they can get their name to become a household name, without considering the amount of financial investment required in promoting that name. One of the other mistakes people make is to assume that they get hold of the name of the wife and the husband, split them into two, and merge them. They'll make a very good business name because they are thinking from their own perspective. It's a name, there are two names that they love so much, so they don't want to, their identity. That's really what kind of like informs those sort of decisions. So the easier path for the small business is choose a name that is easy, that is simple, that is memorable, that is crisp, and that can be associated with the kind of services you're offering. So Alaro is a good name. It's a straightforward, it's a person's name, and models, management. So the three names together are clear. It's very clear. Once you find that name, then you know what to expect from that. So that's what I would say.
Godfrey, where is the product and services vis-a-vis the name of your company?
At the point where you're developing your brand, your company, and your brands, your products, you need to make a very important decision. This is the distinction where you decide whether you're going to promote the individual products that you develop with their own names, or you're going to have everything that all your services and products associated with the name of your company, one-on-one, right? The general practice for the big corporation, again, is that the big guys, they have the name of the business, and then they name the various products. They give the various products unique identities or brands. That has advantage in the sense that if a product or a service fails, then the whole company is not affected.
Yeah.
But for the small startup, the best advice is you start right. You need to lay that foundation. You need to clear which strategy you want to pursue, right? And of course, the strategy where you name your services or your products differently from the name of your business is a good strategy because it's very sustainable. It is very easy now to keep on churning new products or services, give them unique identity, and then you have your company brand or name at the bottom. It will appear somewhere in the corner. Yeah, and we have very many examples in the market.
Give us an example.
Oh, of course, Equity. Equitel, it is a little bit associated, obviously, but yes, so it's a mobile service with which is associated with the bank. If Equitel was to be taken out of the equation, the bank still remains. So that's a good product. But that's for the big guys. For the small person, your business is yourself, you as the owner of the business, the business itself, and everything that you come up with, the products or services, you're one and the same thing. So you better have a good name. You better have a name that is easy to sell, memorable, short, and neat, that you can easily associate with your business without having any negative or conflicting connotations.
Sometimes small businesses associate their names to their experiences. Yes. Sometimes, especially when it comes to religion. Would you advise them to get rid of that kind of name?
It depends again on your target audience. But it can also be a limiting factor in the sense that you're narrowing it so much. So somebody who is outside your religious belief or who would be easy with your association may find it difficult to accept your product. I mean, if you want to appeal to a global audience. If the name of your business is such that somebody out there will hesitate to patronize your business because of the religious or cultural background that is associated with your name, then actually at the end of the day, then that becomes a limiting factor. So you don't want to put limits on your business, how far it can grow.
Thank you so much, Godfrey.
Most
It
welcome.
is important to know a name is important if I want to continue on this road to success.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Most welcome.
Thank you for watching Road to Success, the key to your next level in business. Remember, great leaders inspire greatness in others. Do have a blessed week.
Road to Success is brought to you by Equity Bank.
Equity Bank. You are listening, caring partner.